I'm very happy with our football team. It was a hard-fought game. My hat's off to Texas State. The effort's got those guys playing extremely hard from beginning to end, no matter what. And I thought our guys did, especially on defense, did an outstanding job of overcoming adversity after the first two series of the game. And they went up 14-0. They made some excellent adjustments on the sideline and basically only gave up 7 points the rest of the game. Were backed up numerous times because of offensive miscues and gave up no points. So I thought it was an outstanding effort by our defense. Offensively, it was our best performance yet. We've got to take care of the ball in the fourth quarter. Too many turnovers that allowed them to be right there. But we got bailed out by the defense. But we ran the ball better than we have all year. I think we had almost 200 yards rushing, and I thought Connor Manning played extremely well. Got the ball to the big dog and Robert Davis. He made some excellent plays, and I'm thrilled with the way the offensive line was able to establish the line of scrimmage and move the ball and keep them from getting a lot of pressure on them. So I'll open up to any questions.
What were the issues that they were presenting Texas State that first two possessions that you mentioned, going behind 14-0? What did they do that caused you that trouble? What adjustments did the defense make?
Oh, they were just the way they came out and attacking us a little differently, but we were able to scheme, just shift around our coverages and our front a little bit to be able to get more pressure on him. And Jesse does an outstanding job. So there was no panic by anybody when we get down 14-0. There was no reason to panic. We've been there before, and our guys just honed in on what they needed to do and got lined up right and started making plays.
Talk about how the O-line was able to really establish themselves up front today. Your guys were able to rush for over 100 yards as a team for the first time today.
Well, they did a good job of making sure that they got hats to the right people. The times when we didn't get anything, it was a miscue, but for the most part, they were able to get up in tandem to the right people. We're an inside zone and we're a gap scheme team, so we were able to power on them a few times and a couple inside zones. So, I thought Kyler Neal ran well, but the O-line they were together today, and we had one time I thought where we had too much pressure on the quarterback. They blitzed us and we didn't pick it up right, but for the most part they were solid, and it came down to them just wanting to put their hand down and come off the ball. Yes, sir.
So what did you tell the guys after that? They put 14 on the board. What did you tell them to motivate them to just keep their heads up, keep playing?
Just relax, play your game, just go out and do your job, just relax. It was too early in the game to panic. I mean, there's no panic here. If we're down 14 with like less than 10 seconds, there could be panic. But when it happens in the first quarter, just go play. Just go do what you're supposed to do. Stick to the game plan, and we'll make the adjustments and move on. So there was, what Aaron Rodgers say? RELAX. That's what we told him.
Coach, you're up a bunch of points there, and they had 3 fumbles that they recovered from the offense. What did you have to remind the guys?
Well, I reminded them, first of all, we weren't up a bunch of points. We were only up 20, and that's not a lot in this day and age of football. I just told them to take care of the football. I mean, the only way that I felt when it got to a certain time on the clock, there was the only way that they would we weren't going to lose the game. We could only give the game away. So it's about taking care of the football and let us handle it as far as calls and milking the clock and that kind of stuff. So it was just gathering guys and remember not to try to do too much. When you're up 20 points and it's late fourth quarter, you don't need that extra 6 inches and reaching the ball out. You just need to keep that ball on your body and let that clock keep moving and get our defense back out there.
Speaking about Davis, first play, second half, your first play from scrimmage. What was the play call? What did you see during halftime to see the opportunity to make that big play there?
They were playing single high safety, and they were either playing 3 deep or they were playing man on Robert. So Robert's an NFL draft choice, so we were going to find a way to get him the ball. And we knew that, there was the corner out there he was a very aggressive guy, so we call it a tap, where he goes down and acts like he's breaking down to either break out or run a curl, and then he just goes again, and it was there. Yes, sir.
Last year, the win versus Texas State kickstarted a 4-game winning streak, and you talked earlier in the season saying that helped boost their confidence to you. Can you just talk about what this win today is going to mean for them in GC? The same thing kind of repeating this year?
Well, what this win does means we're 1-0 today, and it gives us the right to come to work really hard on get healthy on Sunday and come to work really hard for a chance to play Troy. I mean, that's, I'm not looking at win streaks or going on win streaks. I'm looking at winning. We won today. Now my challenge to our players is to make sure they go and win tonight. Make sure they get their rest. Make sure they do the right thing. They take care of each other so that we can get in there tomorrow and get healthy. So we're really just a one day. We even get the day down into certain segments of the day. So we're in the second part of the day. So now we've got to make sure we win tonight, and then we'll come back tomorrow. But we're not thinking about any win streaks. We're just thinking about having a great weekend and a really good practice on Monday.
Can you talk about the status about Bobby Baker?
I'm sorry.
Sorry. But it will be good for their confidence.
Well, yeah, anytime you win, it's good for your confidence. I mean, anytime. Anytime you can win, it helps your confidence. And, these are young guys still. And we're talking about 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old, maybe 22-year-olds. Robert might be, what are you, about 30 now? But you know what I'm saying? Confidence, it's hard if you lose to have any kind of confidence. So you need wins. It helps everybody. It helps it helps the people that work in the front office. It helps people that work, in the equipment room, the sports information, wives, everybody. It's kids, families. You guys, winning helps everybody and everything. So, the confidence part is great. But again, we're just worried about being good tonight and healthy tomorrow and good practice on Monday.
Can you talk about the status about Bobby Baker?
Hip pointer, he should be back. It's just, we've got depth, so it's not like he had to go out there and limp around. We've got able bodies. I thought Antrell Allen did a good job filling in for him.
Absolutely.
And played well. So, when you've got players on your team that you feel confidence in, then next man up in our team, next man up.
Defensively, you had caused several turnovers. You had a strip sack there by Sharon Dorr. Just to discuss how that was able to help towards this victory tonight.
Well, again, anytime you're creating havoc on defense and causing turnovers, it's wonderful. And McKindy's, again, he's a big-time football player, and you saw a glimpse of him today. But it wasn't just him. We had guys in Shandon Sullivan, Jerome Smith cover as good as anybody in our conference. And when they're covering guys, and a guy has to come off his read and go somewhere else, then you got to have a chance to get there. And Martaris Allen got pressure. Jalen Lawrence got pressure, Cardinal Hobson got pressure, a bunch of them got pressure without dialing up blitzes. So, that's just shows you the type of young men that we have. We just got to come and play.
Can you talk about what you saw out of Connor Manning today that allowed him to have such a good game?
I saw a confident young man that was disappointed in the way he performed the last game and wanted to lead our football team to victory. And I thought he did that. I thought he spread the ball around. He was able to get the ball vertical down the football field, get us in the right place. So I thought he played great. I'm trying to look at his stats real quick. 27 to 40. We wish we had a higher completion percentage, but we'll take that because we won. So I thought he played well. I thought he played really well.
You talk about the play of Jerome Smith out there today on the